Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. May 3rd. Cleaning House. Somehow being alone with God doesn't seem as embarrassing as facing up to another person. Until we actually sit down and talk aloud about what we have so long hidden, our willingness to clean house is still largely theoretical. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 60. It wasn't unusual for me to talk to God and myself about my character defects, but to sit down face to face and openly discuss these intimacies with another person was much more difficult. I recognized in the experience, however, a similar relief to the one I had experienced when I first admitted I was an alcoholic. I began to appreciate the spiritual significance of the program and that this step was just an introduction to what was yet to come in the remaining 7 steps. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. May 3rd. Detachment. At first it may sound cold and rejecting, not loving at all, but I have come to believe that detachment is actually a wonderful gift. I am allowing my loved ones the privilege and opportunity of being themselves. I do not wish to interfere with anyone's opportunities to discover the joy and self-confidence that can accompany personal achievements. If I am constantly intervening to protect them from painful experiences, I also do them a great disservice. As Mark Twain said, a man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. I find it painful to watch another person suffer or head down a road I believe leads to pain. Many of my attempts to rescue others have been prompted by my desire to avoid this pain. Today I am learning to experience my own fear, grief, and anguish. This helps me to be willing to trust the same growth process in others because I know firsthand about the gifts it can bring. Today's reminder. Sometimes it is more loving to allow someone else to experience the natural consequences of their actions, even when it is painful for us both. In the long run, both of us will benefit. Today I will put love first in my life. And there is a quote from In All Our Affairs, and it reads, "All I have to do is keep my hands off and turn my heart on." Just for today, daily meditations for recovering addicts. May 3rd. Sharing our gratitude. My gratitude speaks when I care and when I share with others the NA way. Gratitude prayer. The longer we stay clean, the more we experience the feelings of gratitude for our recovery. These feelings of gratitude aren't limited to particular gifts like new friends or the ability to be employed. More frequently, they arise from the overall sense of joy we feel in our new lives. These feelings are enhanced by our certainty of the course our lives would have taken if it weren't for the miracle we've experienced in Narcotics Anonymous. These feelings are so encompassing, so wondrous, and sometimes so overwhelming that we often can't find words for them. We sometimes openly weep with happiness while sharing in a meeting, yet we grope for words to express what we are feeling. We want so badly to convey to newcomers the gratitude we feel, but it seems that our language lacks the superlatives to describe it. When we share with tears in our eyes, when we choke up and can't talk at all, these are the times when our gratitude speaks more clearly. We share our gratitude directly from our hearts with their hearts. Others hear and understand. Our gratitude speaks eloquently, though our words may not. Just for today, my gratitude has a voice of its own. When it speaks, the heart understands. Today I will share my gratitude with others, whether I can find the words or not. Today, Emotions Anonymous, May 3rd. Reflection for today. Some of the friends I have made in the program have become like members of a caring, nurturing family. When I can look across the room and see the sparkle in someone's eyes as they respond to me, I know without a doubt I am loved. The sense of belonging and being loved was something I always wanted desperately. I had felt like I was on the outside looking in. I was lonely, even in a crowd. No longer do I have to feel alienation and loneliness, for I have come home. I have found a place where I can be me. Meditation for today. Help me never to take for granted the wonderful and healing gift of friendship. Today I will remember, if I am feeling lonely, I can reach out to a brother or sister in the fellowship. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. May 3rd. Step 5. Admit it to God, ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. BRB, Big Red Book, page 190. And step 5, for the first time, we came clean about our real feelings and walked away from it more whole than before. We were not perfect, and that was okay. We allowed our higher power to guide us through our histories with new insight. We were validated by our fellow travelers in the process, and we now knew definitely that we had been wronged and that we no longer need to accept abusive behavior from others. This step took a lot of courage. We paused before going forward to reflect on how far we had come and to enjoy the view. In a sense, we had been reborn into self-awareness on a level we didn't know existed. We started to put ourselves first because we were worth it. No one could take this foundation away from us because it was built on rock-solid pillars that could not be torn down by others anymore. We were gaining the inner strength necessary to face whatever was put in our paths. We were becoming free from those things that plagued us because we had been honest with our higher power and another person. We looked forward to connecting with our inner child as we progressed. That child was awakening and knew it would never, ever be alone again. We were there to provide the nourishment, giving everything we had. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will be honest with the most important person I will ever get to know, me." Please like, subscribe, share, even to those that you believe are not in recovery. But most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time. This is Daily Affirmations from DHB Recovery Network, read by Day. DAA are my initials.